I just wanted to talk a little bit about something that happened tonight at YWAM with Pulse and with Together. And one of the things, I actually got a word from the Lord before we finished worship, and the Lord was saying that chains were going to be coming off, like breaking off, and walls were going to be coming down. And I wanted to come up and say that if I was in worship, but since I wasn't, I don't sing worship, I just felt like, oh, maybe, you know, I should just not say it, like, because somebody else was already speaking, like the guy that was leading. And then I felt right after that, that the Lord gave me a word, and I felt like heart pain, like it was like either heartburn, something with the heart, right? But I felt it was clearly in the heart, and so I felt the Lord wanted me to announce it and to go up and to speak that, and I had never done that before, and so that was kind of stretching for me, and and I'm not from here, so the people don't really know me very well, and you know, to trust me. We're actually having a bonfire right now, so but anyways, so I just obeyed the Lord, and I went up, even though they don't know me, and I asked if I could give a word, and that somebody had some heart pain and that I wanted to pray for them. And by God's grace, I just felt like, you know, it was because of the Lord getting ready to let me, just promoting or being able to give me an opportunity. I was just so grateful for Him. Yes, then He let me actually have the opportunity to speak, and I asked if there was like a heart. I kind of got up and I was like, hi, you know, I just was wondering if somebody here was having like an issue with their heart, like pain in their heart or in their lungs, and nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. It was silent. And then I was thinking after, you know, maybe it was an issue, like they have pain in their heart, like an emotional issue. But at the same time, one of my friends, Brooke, she actually got a word from the Lord that she actually saw like a heart with a metal plate in front of it, and that it was going to be melting. And then one of my other friends, Paige, she actually also said that she felt like it was a misunderstanding, that it was more of an emotional issue. And I kind of was feeling the same thing at that moment, probably at the same exact time. And then I think the Lord was kind of talking to me after, like, I'm proud of you for being bold. I'm proud of you for stepping out, because I was like, oh man, like I missed it. And I was kind of like thinking, like, because I had given a word to somebody else earlier, and she had just never experienced that before, and I was like, wow, like I'm glad I was able to help her and everything. And then we prayed for her and she was healed, you know, of any pain. But then the Lord was just telling me never ever try to first off please man, and never try to live up to a standard or try to keep your reputation, because the Lord wants me to completely obliterate my reputation, so-called reputation, and what I think that I should live up to. If I'm seeing God move in my life, it's not because anything that I've done, it's everything that He did, and He's working through me for these things to happen, for me to even get a word of knowledge, for me to even pray for somebody, and then even after getting a word of knowledge, that they actually get healed, right? And then I also was sensing, because there was a pastor at my church, and she had gotten a word about me going to lifestyle Christianity, and I never told her, and my best friend Krista was like, it's you, and she's poking me like, it's you, you know, and I was like, no, I'm not raising my hand. But I really felt convicted that I needed to email her, and maybe she doesn't even remember, but I really felt like I needed to email her and tell her that I got this word, that the word that she got then was 100% right, because in front of the entire congregation, she felt exactly like I did in front of that group of maybe 100 people. There was maybe 1,000 people at this church, right? And then also after the service, I knew it was something private. I knew that I just felt in my spirit, I was really convinced, and I knew that it was right, that I had heard the Lord. I physically felt it in my heart, so I knew I was 100%. I knew that it wasn't up to me, but if the Lord wanted me to look like a fool, that I was willing to look like a fool, because He told me, and I was just supposed to be obedient in that. And then later on, then later on, then somebody here that is with us, with together actually came and told me that he got heartburn during the service after I had said it. And then also somebody came up to me when we were at the bonfire, which is now, you can see, that he had a friend who was having some heart pain, and he didn't know if it was in his heart or if it was his lungs. So we prayed for him, and he was healed. And then, yeah, so anyways, then some of my friends came and told me later about all the things that they had heard in the spirit. But I didn't know that. You know, all I know is what the Lord was telling me. So I think it's just so important for us to just be obedient in what the Lord is telling us, even if it costs you and you look like a fool. If you know that the Lord is telling you to do something, just do it. For the fear of the Lord, it's blessed to do that, and you're just blessed to be able to do that and to have the opportunity. And I just felt like also it was an opportunity that the Lord was promoting me, and it's in a way to be able to have an opportunity to go and say it on a microphone in front of people I don't even know. Yeah, so definitely I think just being encouraged, I hope that encourages you that you are willing to step out and to look foolish for the Lord and not care what other people think, and to fear man, or to fear God, and to fear God over man. That's the biggest thing that we can do, and just to love him and to be obedient, because he's going to do something where you look super crazy, but then it saves someone's life, just like Heidi Baker talks about. So I love you so much. I hope this helps you, and have a good night.